And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Shit.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Check 13.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, go.
Vic now. Buying time to his left. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
Ready, break.
Mike. Here we go. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In motion right goes Johnson. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Vic readies to throw. Steps away to his, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go,
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 4.
Strike. Strike.
Slam. Slam.
A play fake. Now Young. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
We're scoreless after 1.
Ultra.
Hey, 4 down.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
4 down. Check the hot read.
Check Fury.
Rush in.
Cut. Ready to go.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Cooks. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Yellow. 22. Mega. Check cut.
Young off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally.
Check. Fresno.
Strike. Check striker. 10.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
On the ready.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Hey, we got 4 down. 4 down. Check 15.
Steal. Check steal. Ready. Cut. Go.
Now Young. Flush to his right. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
32. Hey, full fury.
Check 4.
Ready. Cut.
Here's Swift. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey.
Check smash. Cut.
They'll try to throw now. Young being chased out left. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. DeAndre Swift, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Mustang 19.
Second down, Vic. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 20. Panther Street. Panther Street. Hey, check. Ready,
now here's Vic. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hey, check, Mike 21. Mike 21. Go, Rig. Go.
Let's go, defense.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Here's Michael Vick. Forced out to his left. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Oh, a good-looking return setup here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by one score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On third down, Herbert. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Quick throw to Olave. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43.
To throw, Vick. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Michael Vick doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And some room to... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Jacobs, 78 yards. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 14-10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Check, check. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. Go, check, go, check.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Here we go again. Trap 60, trap 60. Tighten up.
On 3rd down, Vic out of the gun. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Ready up. Back 21. Three. Hey. Switch. 60 Bobcat.
Desperation time. Vic on 4th down. He's got his man Sharp complete and unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Hey, 4 down.
Hey, go steal. Strike it.
Check safety.
Set, go. Ready, go.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Jacobs with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Commanders will add to their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. 1st down, Vic. Escaping the pressure right. Vic loses the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up inside the 20.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
To throw on second down is Young. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action. Young.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
On second down, Young again. He gets it to Cooks. Brandon Cooks.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Washington. Brandon Cooks, 37 yards.
And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Come on, set. Red, 38. Shovel, 38.
Young looks to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there. It's second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Young working out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Rolling to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. It's Young off play action. Being chased out left.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. Cooks flashing the footwork.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line.
A huge play there for Washington. 52 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
A beautiful fake.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Josh Jacobs, a 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Returnable here for Hester. Now Hester will get a shot. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline.
Oh, Young loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start. and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come.
Striker. Check striker. Set. Go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and they'll get this down to the 10. He's got the 1st down. He's got a big game going right now, already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
Come on, bring it, baby.
Touchdown, 49ers. Kenneth Walker, 75 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over first and 10.
60 red. Red, cycle. Hey, blue. Ready.
Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Let's make these babies cry.
Here's Young. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera is going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Blue striker.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Hey, let's get that ball, team.
Ready, go.
Young to throw it. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Under a minute to go, clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 80 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Play action, now it's Tua. Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Out of the gun, Walker with it. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Walker not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Dancing to his left. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Evan Ingram from 6 yards away. And the Niners are able to move back in front.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 1st and 10, Young. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Steal. Check steal. Ready, go. Ready.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for it. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense. When Tua gets out of the pocket, you're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. In motion left is Beckham. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Yellow, zoom.
Squeeze, double.
Zoom, black.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
Tua now on first down. Finding Harris over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
3rd and long for Young. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side. Walker hit and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Jacobs. And look at this for the 2nd straight play. The 49er defense drops him for a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now Young. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A play fake. Now Young. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have cut the lead back down to 2. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points, too. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle, here's Walker. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll buy some time right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down, they're going for it. And they'll send Watson in motion right.
43 rail.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he tried to throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a former Washington safety, Sean Taylor. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight
Rail. Yellow. Ready.
Young will set to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Reggie White picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Tony, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hopkins, strong running. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. It's Young on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Bruce Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Ready?
Go! Mike 55, Mike 55.
Flag blue.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, check right, check right. Watch 55. Let's go, D. Let's go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Coming.
Now Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Up the middle they run. It's Walker down to about the 23.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So with a late touchdown, no time remains, but they will go for Junior to try to make this a touch more respectable. One last shot for Young. It's complete, and he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way. I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They needed inches, but they got yards and plenty of them.
And that often happens when everyone's stacked near the line of scrimmage when, as you said, all you need are inches. So you bring people closer to it. If you pop it free as he did there, it's a lot of grass available for him to run on.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. In motion right, here comes Johnson. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play.
And this throw will be intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So
the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game.
And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check,
Gronk, the tight end, in motion. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. Steps away to his left. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw is RG3. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2nd and 10. Now it's Griffin. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Johnson, 79 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Ultra. Cut. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Young. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 1st down throw for Young. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Young. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes the flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2nd down and 8. Looking to throw, Young. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Out of the gun, it's Young. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's got some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Young on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First down, Young.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Meanwhile, Young's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner. And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
To about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On second down, Griffin. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Here's Griffin.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Again on second and 10, it's Griffin escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Griffin. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, hold Fury. Check, hut. Ready, go.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by McManus is good, and that pushes the lead to 8 points. They've doubled them up. It's 16-8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Griffin. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together his...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now Griffin. Flushed out right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's first down.
19 right.
Griffin. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Now Griffin on second down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Griffin. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on. Hit. Viking 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Let's go deep. Let's go deep.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Coming after you. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over to 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Check Mike 21.
Ready.
Play action. It's Moon. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A nice catch there by Jerry Rice, and when you look at the yardage he compiled in his NFL career, it seems staggering at 22,985 yards. But let's put a little context with it.
Yeah, we ran the numbers earlier. Larry Fitzgerald, who was contemplating retirement this past offseason, would need 7 more 1,000-yard seasons to break Jerry Rice's record.
That's context.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Switch up, switch up.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
You don't want none. 43's the mic.
Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat.
You get what,
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Go ultra. Ready, go.
Off the play fake, Young. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It was Cam Chancellor that time, the big hitting safety who fired in there to blow that play up.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Washington first. 6-0 our score after 1. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Go.
Tighten up.
Ready, go.
They run it with Jacobs. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On play action, Young. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity.
It got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 9 from the 44. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Flush to his right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Now a run with Walker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check.
Kennedy Lion.
Check.
Big Lion. Ready, go.
Again, it's Walker. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Rice. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think
trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Up the middle, here's Walker to the 27-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A gear for Walker running right, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Moon. And Walker with it over the middle. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good, and the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Running right, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the 20, here's a second down and 9.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43.
To throw, Moon. He completes this to Walker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Young will set to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. How about this? He's to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
He don't know no better. Black Ultra.
On second down, Young again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Lawrence Taylor able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Back now at FedEx Field. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins, 49 yards. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here I come.
Check, hurt.
Watch the shit.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Alert flare. He's coming. We got double up.
A play fake. Now Moon. They'll roll him out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Let's go. 45. One.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
Following the interception, Young. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Young to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Tight on this side.
Blaster. 6.
Tight on the left. Move. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Here's Young. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Get off the field. Hey. 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Here we go.
Steal. Check steal.
Check 13. Showing 8.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Alert 3.
Go check. Go check.
Bang. Check 37.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Now Moon. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, full fury. Blue striker. Ready, go.
Young. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it.
Check smash. Ready.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Safe play there, just trying to get a little bit of yardage, make it an easier field goal attempt to win it.
I think there's a quick discussion before the snap. Make sure you carry the ball to this part of the field. We want our field goal kicker set up.
So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Commanders are going to win this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Johnson, the man in motion right. Vick now from the 50. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Calvin Johnson, 50 yards. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up?
50. I got it. You got it. Tight left. Hey.
Ready, go.
3 down.
Let's go.
They go play action. Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ready, stand. Punch.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready, go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Hey, go steal. Go.
It's Young off play action. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
Here we go. 52 blue.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Ready.
Young now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. Black 40.
Get the ball.
Strike it.
Switch.
Drill, 52. Spike, white. Cut.
They'll throw again. Young goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Young on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Check Fury.
Check 99.
Go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Mega. Back. Strike it. Check, strike it. Ready, go.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the double.
50's the mic. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Kill. Turn up. Shift.
Ready.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
50.
Hey, check Mega. Ready.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 2nd and 6. To throw, Young. being chased out left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Mike 50, Mike 50. It's a party now.
52 blaster.
Check
Ready, go.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Swift taking it in from the 20. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Let's go.
First down, Vic. He gets it left side to Johnson. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. In motion right goes Johnson. Play action now, Vic. He's letting it fly for Cooks. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Hopkins, strong running. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out.
And it's intercepted. Steeler legend Troy Polamalu with a pick. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish.
But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So here's Vic following the interception. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now a give right side McCaffrey. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. McCaffrey running up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Right there, hurt. Check, Bobcat. Drag him 60.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Vic's going to change the play.
19 right.
Check back 21. Come on, the ball. Hey, check.
Here's Michael Vick. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Down. Cougar 19. Panther Street.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Peyton going to get it again on 2nd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Walter Payton, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Second down, Vic. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Check, smash, check, smash. Hey, smash.
Here's Vic. Flushed out right. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Vic now. This is caught. It's Cooks.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then dropped just inside the 20. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Vic readies to throw. Flush to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DeAndre Hopkins. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Daniel Carlson sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter.
This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Young. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Ready up.
Mike 21, Mike 21.
Cowboy 80.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son.
Hurry up.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now Vic, he's going to change things up. That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check Mike 21. Better bring. You better bring.
Mustang 19.
Now here's Vic. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we sign off from Landover. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple. They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Greer's throw caught by Tony. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go with a big back Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Greer. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless 1st quarter to this point. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. We're scoreless after 1. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Ready. 45. White. Let's go.
Now Young. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The safety Ed Reed there to make the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Young's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Hey, go steal. Let's go.
Here's Swift. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Young. And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
There's Manhertz, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Greer sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Greer. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Rolling to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now a first down throw. Greer eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Flushed out right. That's complete to Bo Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, Greer. This will be caught at the 2. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Jackson will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Young. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. They run on first down with Jackson. He'll take this to the 46.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Greer operating from the gun. He'll buy some time right. That caught by Manhertz. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Back to throw, Greer. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Will Greer, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to throw, Young. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Greer. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the give, here comes Jackson. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Greer's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's a gain of 5. brings up third.
Now Greer. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things in.